Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dolynny TV. Woo! Let's go. That's a huge W in the column this evening for our Edmonton Oilers. And of course, us as fans, the streak continues. And what I mean by the streak, the Oilers have not lost 3 games in a row yet this season. And we're through game 18. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a recipe for success right there. Now I'm going to state some obvious things and we're going to nod our heads and say yes, that's correct. Number 1, the Edmonton Oilers are a dangerous team when they shoot the puck. Yep. However they do it on, I believe it's is it Sesame Street or the Muppets, those aliens? You know what I'm trying to get at if you're of the age to understand it. But number two, the Oilers are a good team when they play an entire 60-minute hockey game. Yep. That's correct. Number 3, Oilers fans know how to enjoy a hockey game when it's a good hockey game. You were the loudest at Rogers Place I have heard probably all this season, honestly, on the broadcast. Now I listen to it muted a little bit in my ears so I'm not deafening myself during the live streams, but that is the loudest I have heard the Oilers crowd all season long. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oilers fans know how to enjoy a game when the Oilers are winning. Absolutely we do. So right there, let's go. 3 obvious statements that are all correct, that all get things going in a 4-0 shutout victory for our Edmonton Oilers over top of the New Jersey Devils. And stop. Over the New Jersey Devils. Right? That's where it kind of comes to a grinding halt. Okay, well, it's New Jersey. Why are you celebrating so much, Tyson? Calm down. This should be expected. This is what should happen. This is how the Oilers should play against New Jersey. Fair. All fair points. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to blame you. If that's your line of thinking after this game, I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're wrong. Because that's realistically the last thing I want to ever do on this channel is realistically outright tell you you're wrong. Because every opinion is valuable. Now, the reason why I am so over the top celebrating things post-game is because this is a much needed, much deserved, crucial, critical victory for our Edmonton Oilers. Very crucial and very critical. Because this is the kind of game we've come up short in, right? You think about Chicago, you think about Minnesota, you think in my mind against Florida, everybody else would point to Detroit, right? Obviously, there's a lot of games. And again, maybe the Pittsburgh game should have been more than a 2-1 overtime victory if we would have gotten our legs going. There's been a lot of scenarios this year where the Oilers have come up flat in a game that they needed to show up in. And on a back end of 2 straight losses, when all of a sudden a lot of people were starting to say, no, you know what, I know this is the true Oilers team. This is going to go on for a while. This is what we're realistically going to get this season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Oilers go out there and, let me wipe my face a second because it feels like I'm waking up on a new day. We've got depth scoring. We've got guys getting points who weren't expected to get points, guys getting inserted in the lineup, Mikko Koskinen getting a shutout, and things happening that realistically, guys, to this point of the season just haven't happened for our Edmonton Oilers. So with that, I've ranted enough. Let's go get into how much of a game this one was. Realistically, again, you know what? Slow start in that first period, guys. It's the New Jersey Devils. We might have played down to the competition a bit in that first period. I mean, also, I didn't have as many notes in the first period because I was trying to eat my Chinese food. And, well, you know, it's a Friday night with Tyson, no stream. Of course, I want to be chowing back the Chinese food. That's becoming some kind of troubling trend, I think. However, you know what? Realistically, I think the only thing you can say is from that first period, what I noticed early was the Oilers really taking a lot of shots on net. Problem is they were taking them a half second too late, and that led to a lot of New Jersey blocks in that first period. I believe it was like 10, 12, 13 shot blocks by the Devils through the first period. That's a lot. That's a lot, considering that, you know what, maybe about 6 or 7 of them would get on net. Well, that's 6 or 7 more shots. And guys, here's the thing. The Oilers scored 4 goals tonight's game, and had 32 shots. So 8 shots per goal. Well, all of a sudden we're talking 6-7 shots. We might be talking goal 5 or goal 6 tonight. So it's quite something. So here we go. Rewind the feed for a couple minutes for a fight. So there was a fight in the Cold Lake Ice game this evening, guys. Wait until I post that link on the channel later on tonight. But let's get back to it. Let's review that second period. Leon Draisaitl, Gaetan Haas, James Neal, all scoring goals. Hold on. I said some names in there that aren't the usual crew. Leon Draisaitl, get this one, from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Joel Persson. Kind of a weird combo on the ice at that point. And Joel Persson's able to turn over a puck, get it up to Nuge, who beautifully outlets it. And guys, anyone panicking about Nugent-Hopkins' goal scoring, we'll get to it in a second because it kind of comes down to something that happened in the third period. But Nugent-Hopkins to Draisaitl up the gut, the breakaway pass, and it's Draisaitl on the breakaway. He's going backhand. Can you watch it? Can you just watch it in your head 5 or 6 more times? I don't need the replay. Bang, back of the net. Oh my goodness, is it in? Oh, well, of course it's in. It went in so fast that you don't know it's in. But Leon Draisaitl got it going, and there you go. It was a 1-0 lead for our Edmonton Oilers. Then, guys, it took another 14 minutes of hockey. And, well, guys, this is where I'm going to get to my point about the Oilers. Not a single guy had a bad night tonight. You know what? Maybe they did, but I am willing to wash it out completely because in this 4-0 clean slate game, nobody realistically deserves to be called out for having a poor game. It's not fair. I do it often enough with certain guys, and that's why I'm getting to this point now, is because on the Gaetan Haas goal, Mr. Matt Benning went to work from the point. He got the first shot on. That led to Granlund greasing a rebound, but instead of shooting it and shoveling it to the net, we did that weird thing where we like to pass the puck too much. However, it comes around the boards to Chris Russell, back to Benning. And the weird thing is, what I always say is you need to shoot the puck towards the net. The D needs to get the puck on net. Matt Benning does almost a flawless play to Gaetan Haas. He gets it in the lane. Now that's a different thing than the net, right? The lane to shoot is a different thing than getting it on net because that means you're hitting the goalie. Whereas the lane to shoot was into Gaetan Haas' stick for the tip onto the net. And guys, that is an underrated play in the NHL. You want to grease goals, the tip play is huge. And well, Gaetan Haas, he's a 10-year vet in the Swiss League. You know what? Big ice, pucks coming from everywhere. You got to be able to be good at that on the big ice. And well, Gaetan Haas greases his second goal on yet another tip play. And I believe Matt Benning got the first assist on Gaetan Haas' first goal. So there you go. Right there, guys. All credit to Matt Benning for not shooting the puck on net, which I always rag on him for not doing. Well, tonight he shoots it in the lane, which is just as effective in this case. 2-0 Oilers, fantastic. Chris Russell with the secondary assist. And then all of a sudden, a minute, like 6 seconds later, this one was a little bit of a weird scramble. Joel Persson shoots the puck on net. And again, just a nice low shot into the pads that generates a bounce. Chiasson able to shovel it over to James Neal somehow, some way. I mean, you can watch the replay 5 or 6 times. It seems to happen too fast, and you need to go back to really figure out what happened. And I haven't been able to do that quite yet. But Alex Chiasson gets it over to James, the real steel deal, Neal, free meal. I don't know. I'm just throwing whatever ends in eel at this point. James Neal scoring his 12th goal of the season. And ladies and gentlemen, the dry streak is over, as I had subscriber Sam point out to me at some point this evening. And of course, now I've mentioned Joel Persson twice. Well, that means he's got 2 assists. So he goes from 0 in the Arizona Coyotes game. Everybody calling. Actually, there were people calling for Joel Persson to be traded after that Arizona game. Benched against the St. Louis Blues. 2 assists tonight in a game in which no Oiler looks bad, or I'm not going to sit there and say they looked bad. So a fantastic effort for him. And then there you go, Alex Chiasson. The reason we were talking about greasy tip plays is he tips a Ryan Nugent-Hopkins shot home. If that ain't the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th time this has happened against Nuge this year. Nuge would maybe have 5 or 6 goals. However, the big monkey off the back, proverbially, for Mr. Alex Chiasson, as Connor McDavid picks up an assist. And there you go, guys. That rounds it out, right? We got Depth scoring, we got Neal scoring, we got Draisaitl scoring, we got Connor McDavid a point, Alex Chiasson scoring, Alex Chiasson getting 2 points, Persson getting 2 points, Benning and Russell getting points. Fantastic effort all around. 32-26 the shots on goal for the Oilers this evening. So another night over 30 shots. Mikko Koskinen plays 26 of 26 shot attempts for saves. Gets the shutout. Fantastic effort on the penalty kill, guys. We were dynamite. Yes, we got to stop taking so many penalties on a regular basis. But here's the thing. You get Sheehan and Archibald back, and that's going to lead to some good efforts for you. That too many men on the ice call could have gone either way. Literally, legitimately, it's not very often you can say that, but it could have. The Oilers power play 1 for 3. That was the Chiasson goal. Special teams in our favor, a 4-0 shutout on, well, the 4-4 shutout on the scoreboard on the penalty kill. So that's huge for this Oilers team. Guys, fantastic effort all around. I'm not going to waste any more time because I want to get this video up. I want to get discussing with you. I've got a long Friday night ahead of me. I hope you join me in the Cold Lake Ice stream after you watch tonight's video. I'm Tyson, this Dolynny TV. Hit that subscribe button. I am up on out of here.